I saw this and I wanted to react to it. So this kind of occurred. It was either yesterday or like over the weekend. That a VTuber who is whose VTube model is white but has dreadlocks, and people have been going after her like crazy because she has dreadlocks and she's white. And people have been going after her like fucking crazy. And the reason why I want to see this is I want to see if Reb has got more information on this. But also, I've been seeing this is like this is actually reaching out beyond this VTuber. And that's what I want to see. Why I wanted to see the story. Like, Asmongold is defending her, which Asmongold will defend VTubers if they're getting unfairly attacked, which is great. Yeah, and it's just... So let's jump in this and see if it goes even further than what I know of with this. So let's get ready to rage, chat.
Hey, what's up, guys? Riff here. So today we'll be looking at yet another example of a cancellation campaign backfiring horribly. Tell me if you've heard a story like this before, where you have a VTuber who is labeled problematic for typically nonsensical reasons, and then VTubers in the scene use that as an opportunity to virtue signal and mostly bully the individual for clout and attention. But then people look at the people attacking the so-called problematic VTuber and realize they're a bunch of Karens attacking someone over something completely nonsensical. And
not simply Karens, too. Like, I'm sure Rev will probably provide some examples. We're also, I suspect, dealing with the perpetually offended. These people that are terminally online, and the only way they... Leave Banana Juju alone, Kirby! Bad Kirby! Leave Banana Juju alone! Bad Kirby! Bad Kirby! Here's the crazy thing. A lot of these are... they're the terminally online, and they are perpetually offended, and they do not feel like their existence has any meaning unless they are virtual signaling or claiming someone else is being racist or homophobic or something like that. It's not even no, Sphinx, actually, it's not the victim mentality, it's the white knight mentality. These people are going after people like Banana Juju because they're like, oh, we have to save the poor disenfranchised people.
I would definitely offend the perpetually offended if I get my ideal VTuber model. I'd be a guy with boobs. Don't judge me.
Not at all, Leo. I've heard from many guys that say they would love to have boobs because they have something to play with. This is not victim mentality. This is white knight mentality. Oh, Zeb, that would not surprise me in the slightest if the person who initiated it, tried to do some kind of cultural appropriation bullshit thing. That would not surprise me in the slightest.
And then the target of that cancellation campaign actually begins to get a lot of support and new followers as a result. And that's exactly what we're going to be talking about today with this VTuber named Banana Juju,
Sphinx,
a monkey-themed VTuber who, from my own observations, has gone from about 3,000 followers to about 15,000 in only a few days, mainly due to a bunch of people trying to criticize and cancel them, and then in turn it backfires and the VTuber actually has gained a lot of support.
I need to get canceled. Chat, we've discovered the secret to success. I need someone to come after me for some bullshit conspiracy theory nonsense claiming I'm this or that. So people... well, I said a bullshit reason, not like I'm actually going to be like racist or homophobic, because I'm not, if you haven't noticed. When talking about a perceived... Because then I can elicit a whole bunch of people. I'll be the target of this. My face will be all over Twitter, and I'll just be normal me, and people will come join the stream. Chat, we've unlocked the secrets. we've unlocked the secrets to the growth of the channel.
So this is the post that kicked off everything. You can see there's a lot of interaction, almost 7 million views, 18,000 likes, but lots of comments and quotes, many of which are attacking this VTuber for cultural appropriation and racism. And they base that on the dreads this character has. Now,
this is how fucked up we have gotten as a society. This is just how fucked up we have gotten. No, not as a society, as a portion of society has gotten. Simply having dreads, if you are not black, is considered racism by these fucktards. That is how bad the brain rot has gotten with these people. Simply possessing a hairstyle is not only cultural appropriation, but just possessing a hairstyle is considered racist. That's how fucked in the head these people are.
Now, there is a fundamental problem with a lot of the complaints people are making. Like, for example, they're saying the skin of this VTuber model is too white to have hairstyles like this. Which is odd because the solution to that would be making the monkey-themed VTuber black. Is that how we're fighting the supposed racism? Yeah, very odd. But there were several viral tweets trying to call out this VTuber because of the hairstyle. But this is one of the examples of that we're going to focus on because it's relevant to the remainder of this video. So this individual said, am I the only one uncomfortable with a white model rockin' dreads? Like...
No, you're not, but all the people who also feel uncomfortable about a white model mocking dreads are also as fucking brain dead as you. So let's not fuck with it. They are also brain dead just like you are, Misty Blushies. Seriously. I'm curious, chat, would someone be a dear and find out if Misty Blushies actually streams? Because chances are this is a V-tweeter, not a V-tuber. Because there is a big fucking difference between the two of them. My guess is this is a V-tweeter who is, again, doing a fucking white knighting thing. No, Silver, they're not. That's the thing. They are not the only ones, but the ones that share in this like-mindedness are fucking brain-rotted. Yeah, Zeb, so a V-tweeter is someone that basically has an anime avatar, but all they do is post on Twitter. They don't, they kind of present themselves like they're a VTuber based on what they're, based on their icon and any pictures, but they don't actually stream. All they do is just vomit on Twitter. Pretty much said. It's just everything in their profile is all anime based. Maybe they'll have some art made up of their, model or whatever, but they only post it on Twitter. They don't actually stream.
Yeah, I think you are the only one uncomfortable with this. This would backfire. This would get a lot of criticism, and you can see
she has 57 followers on Twitch. This one only has 57 top followers on Twitch. Or on Twitch. Okay.
You are the only one uncomfortable with this. This would backfire. This would get a lot of criticism, and you can see they turned off the replies eventually. But still, 5,000 likes in this tweet. Plenty of support, but this is a very strange time we're living in where people just openly want to gatekeep hairstyles and tell people based on the color of their race or the race of their character, their skin color, what have you, that they can't have certain hairstyles because it's owned by another group of people.
Yep.
That is a very crazy thing. We're not doing this in 2025 anymore. We saw back in 2020, only 5 years ago, we saw a girl get doxxed and sent threats because she had space buns on her Animal Crossing character because the skin color wasn't quite dark enough to have that hairstyle, according to Twitter. Times have changed. Nobody's putting up with this. And again,
bear in mind, the people doing this kind of criticism are the same ones that have, absolutely batshit crazy hairstyles themselves, multicolored, they do the rainbow hair or whatever. They have absolutely batshit crazy hairstyles of their own. But they're going to criticize this VTuber's model's hairstyle, which apparently...
I have never streamed once, not even for a minute, and have 66 followers on Twitch.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. This is why I say followers on Twitch don't... Okay, this is going to sound crass, but followers don't count. The views and interactions count. Reason, there are so many fucking bots out there these days that we've been the victim of that. Where we had like hundreds of bots flood my stream and follow. And I have no doubt that there are some followers on my Twitch stream, on my Twitter account, on my YouTube account, are bots. That's why I say followers don't count. It's the interactions and the views that count.
You don't see the same energy about this so-called cultural appropriation when it works in reverse. You don't see people like this calling out black characters or black people for having straight hair. They don't care about that. That's fine. But this goes too far. And unfortunately, this would get a lot of attention because of quotes like this. And eventually it got the attention of Asmongold, who would then react to this whole situation on stream. And you can see Banana Juju here making a response with a 9-minute clip from his reaction saying
the humble Jesus.
The humble Jesus.
That's the humble Jesus. Oh my God. Okay, Asmongold can be called a lot of things. Humble Jesus, I don't really think is an appropriate label. Sir Asmongold, realistically here.
Himself was once more seriously based. Thank you for your take. This is exactly why I do not explain or excuse myself towards racists or take a knee in front of them. We live in 2025 now, guys. Enjoy life and be a free spirit.
And by the way, I do recall seeing something where she posted when all of this started blowing up, she actually posted something on Twitter that said that she wanted her model to have braids because she herself in real life, her hairstyle in real life, or not braids, sorry, dreads. She herself in real life has dreads. Her hair is in dreads in real life. That's why she wanted her VTuber model to also have dreads. Because outside of VTubing, she has dreads. It is not cultural appropriation, no matter how much people try to claim it is. And it's not racist in any way, shape, or form. But again, we have people that are perpetually online and are perpetually, sucking onto that victim, perpetual victimhood or white knighting syndrome. Like, this is actually going to turn into a new syndrome. Because the people that were attacking her 100% have white knight syndrome. This is going to become a thing. Kind of like how we've heard about the whole, Trump derangement syndrome. This is white knight syndrome. These people that have been going after her saying she's doing cultural appropriation have white knight syndrome. And that is exactly what I'm going to be calling it from now on. Because that's exactly what it is.
There you go. Obviously, we're not going to play the whole clip here, but I just want to play a small 10-second part of this clip. You can kind of understand where his perspective was.
But Wolfie, that's what I'm talking about. They are not offended because it offends them. They are offended on behalf of people that they don't even know, who have not even said that they are offended. They are preemptively white knighting what they feel should be offensive to another group who has flat out said, we are not offended by this. Do you see how twisted and fucked up this is in their brains? I'm calling it white knighting, Wolfie, but yeah, it's because I'm calling it white knighting because the people doing this may not necessarily be white. Exactly, Alex, that's exact. These people are, viewing something They are deciding. So, okay, we'll use Banana Juju in this case. Banana Juju has dreads. So people who may or may not even be black are looking at this model and deciding that black people en masse should be offended by this. Think about that. This is someone else basically stating to black people, telling them you should be offended by this. You black people no longer has agency. We are taking your agency away, black people, and telling you that you should be offended by this, and we are going to white knight on your behalf because you should be offended by this. That's what these people are doing. They are literally taking agency away from other races or ethnicities just so they can look good as the white knight. Think about that. How fucking racist is that? The people doing this shit are the ones actually being racist. They're being racist towards white people, and they're being racist towards the people they claim to defend because they're actually removing their agency. They're flat. These people, like, racism has garnered a completely new definition now. And these people doing this are racist. And I will call them that every fucking day of the week. They are racist.
10-second part of this clip, you can kind of understand where his perspective was for the rest of this video.
And
the ones that are black, fine.
What the no. You're trying to argue with her logically. This is not a logical person. The correct answer is, bitch,
nope.
Shut the fuck up.
Yes.
Basically, right? You can't.
Actually, Asmon was much kinder than what I said. What I said is, shut up, you cock gobbly thunder cunt. That's what I say.
Can't argue with any of these people. You can bring up historical examples. You can bring up their hypocrisy. It just doesn't matter. They're not going to change their minds. They're acting very illogical. And you can see on the quotes for this tweet, and there is hundreds of negative quotes.
Here we go.
Banana Juju as well as Asmongold, where there's just no logic. There's no attempt at a counter argument. There's no attempt to work through anything these parties are saying. They're just attacking their character and making a bunch of ad hominems. That's pretty much all they're doing. So we can thank these people for at least providing us some free content for this video, because we're going to look through some of the most unhinged quotes on this tweet right here. So we're starting off strong. In quotes. See, guys, I'm right. Hitler agrees with me. End quote.
Really? And of course, chat, what do we see here? What do we see here in Rain's bio? So Rain is advertising that they have no brain. No, you're seeing the transgender flag and you're seeing the Palestine flag. And no, Colonel, it's not. It is not. Well, it's half of it is. Half of it is, Colonel. Not all of it. Yeah, this is the pride flag and the Palestine flag. Or not, sorry, not pride, transgender. This is the transgender flag. This is not the bi flag. This is transgender. The baby blue, pink, and white is transgender. But that's all you need to see. Is they don't use their brain, because the quote makes it even more. Like this person is uneducated. That's the key thing here. This person is uneducated. Because if they were, they wouldn't be ascribing this name to Asmongold. The fact that you are that this person is ascribing this name to Asmongold showcases what an uneducated fuckstick they are. And there is no helping them. There is no helping that. No, Dragon. No, no. This person. No, I'm calling them uneducated. Because if they were actually educated on what the mustachio devil actually did, and actually understood what he did or what he tried to accomplish, you would not be so lightly ascribing this to Asmongold. So they are both uneducated and they basically don't they don't think like a human being.
So again, typical Twitter behavior here. Everyone who disagrees with me
sorry, Rev. By the way, this word, once again, is one that has lost all meaning. Once upon a time, invoking this word was done so only to indicate some of the most dire of situations where someone actually was basically presenting themselves and their ideology in accordance with the same train of thought, i.e. mass genocide. Once upon a time, that was when this name was invoked. Now, this name is being invoked because Asmongold said that because Asmongold was defending Banana Juju about her hairstyle. Again, a word of power that made people sit up and pay attention has lost all of its power. You cannot call someone like this and be taken seriously anymore. It just, yeah, and Dragon, that's what I'm saying. These people love removing the power and removing the actual definitions of these words, so they can they basically want to rewrite the dictionary to make the word fit their meaning. And so now, and in the end, they end up meaning nothing. These words end up meaning nothing. And what's the consequence of this? The consequence is when someone actually does act like this, or does act like a Nazi, no one's gonna care. It's literally the boy who cried wolf situation. No one is going to fucking care when someone like this actually appears. Because it's been so overused, it means nothing anymore. Absolutely nothing.
Where we see this all the time. They want to basically dehumanize you and make it okay for people to treat you however they want because you're this awful, terrible person. And obviously we know this comparison is ridiculous. And then you look at the people posting this stuff. A 22-year-old she/it.
There we go. Boom. Boom. What did I say? Uneducated. Uneducated. Pronouns in bio. And by the way, can we just point out how fucking insane this bio is? Not only pronouns, this person is literally characterizing themselves as a thing. This Rain is literally categorizing herself as a thing, not even as a person. This person has a mental disorder. Yeah, and okay, this right here, don't buy it. So many fucking people love to throw the bipolar disorder into their profiles to claim I'm bipolar, and it's just like the fucking shit with the autism where people love throwing autism into their fucking profiles. This is just they do this. It's like because they view bipolar disorder and autism like it's quirky. I'm quirky. I have bipolar. Aren't I so cute and quirky? I'm bipolar. Or I'm autistic. Aren't I quirky? I have all these quirks. Oh, I'm tisming. It's fucking disgusting. It is absolutely fucking disgusting that, like, this person is the one doing appropriation. This is the crazy fucking thing. People like this are doing the appropriation. This person's appropriating bipolar disorder. Like, this is how absolutely fucking batshit insane this is. No, this person's not claiming to be autism, but people do put autism in their bios, or they put, like, tags of autism in their bios because, like, to make it seem like they're quirky. They consider quirkiness to be autistic. And that shit don't fly with me. My chat knows. You do not fucking try and stick the autism label. You don't stick, like, the "hi, my name is autism" label on your shirt because you think it's fucking quirky. I don't play that fucking game. Not with autism. But this person is not claiming autism. This person is claiming bipolar, and I guarantee you, they don't have bipolar. They're again doing the, I'm quirky, so I'm gonna say I'm bipolar, which is a fucking lie, and you're a fucking cunt for saying it. Because people that actually have bipolar will tell you it is not quirky, it is not fun, it is a goddamn albatross that you will spend the rest of your fucking life trying to cope with. Bipolar disorder is not fun. And people need to stop appropriating it, because that's what you fucking are doing. You need to stop appropriating bipolar just to get clicks, just to get likes, and just to basically go, I'm special, I'm bipolar, you have to treat me special. Fuck you with a bad dragon wrapped in barbed wire soaked in ghost pepper hot sauce, you thunder cunt. Go back to the fucking shadow.
Like, what are we doing here? Here's another one saying, congrats, not only are you tone deaf and racist, you also praised a piece of shit. Interesting. A lot of claims there.
You.
No actual counter arguments. No proof of any.
Okay, Z-tweeter. To believe how Juju is being racist. Fucking prove it. Nyan Pasu, I'm calling you the fuck out right now. If you have the balls or the ovaries to come at me, come the fuck at me. Prove how she's being racist. Prove how Juju is being racist simply by having dreads for her model, which she says she also has in real life. Come the fuck at me. Prove it or shut your fucking pie hole, you stupid bitch. Prove it or shut the fuck up.
Anything, just a bunch of name
and please,
calling and
come the fuck at me.
And
bring it.
And all that stuff. And again, you look at the people who are posting this stuff, and sure enough, she, they, it's.
Again with the it. What the fuck is wrong with these people? What the fuck is wrong with these people that they are classifying? Why are you classifying yourself as a thing? Like, literally. Nyan Pasu, you are literally classifying yourself as a thing. You are classifying yourself as not even human. Who the fuck are you to call anyone racist? Who in the holiest of fucks are you to say anybody is racist when you call yourself it? You are a thing. You, by your own admission, you are a thing. Exactly. You are a non-sentient being if you call yourself an it. So shut the fuck up. I don't know how you gain sentience. Turn the switch off, because if you really are an it like you claim you are, you cannot have an opinion. Non-sentient things don't have opinions. Shut the fuck up.
Like, we gotta pause for a second. What are we doing here? Like, we need a team of scientists to figure this out. Why are so many people calling themselves it? And also being incredibly angry about dissenting opinions online to the point.
Sorry, Rev. Yes. Disambage? and I hope I pronounced it correctly. Exactly right. There are people with actual disabilities that see people pulling this shit and are understandably fucking rage because they are co-opting legitimate mental disorders that people actually suffer with, and they're just taking those and saying, I'm quirky, so I'm going to say I have a mental disorder. And for the majority of people who are rational, logical, and compassionate, it pisses them the fuck off. I will guarantee goddamn to you. She only says this shit. It only says this thing online. It will never say it offline because the second it does, it will get bitch slapped back into non-existence. Because it has no idea, it cannot back up anything it fucking says.
Point of losing their minds. Like, this is something that is very strange. And if you want me to basically sum up the rest of the profiles we're reacting to, you will see they, them, all kinds of pronouns.
Okay,
it's
Z's.
a very weird pattern. It's just pattern recognition at this point. But let's continue on. This person said, all I read was, in quotes, thank you for your take, Hitler, end quote.
Again,
well, yeah,
destroying
that's all
the
you
word.
read because
destroying
you're
the word.
Like, no, you've
it has no meaning anymore. So the next time God, sorry, Reb, destroying this meaning. All this means is that when someone that actually acts like Hitler comes onto the scene, no one's gonna fucking know it. Because anybody that disagrees with these people, they call Hitler. So when an actual person that actually embodies Hitler, one of the most evil people in fucking history, no one's gonna know it. No one's gonna know it because the word has lost all meaning, and everybody is used to that name simply being associated with this person doesn't agree with me, or I don't like the way this person thinks. This is literally causing us to fail to see when evil actually rears its head, which is like the argument is being made that some companies actually like this because that way they can actually perform evil and they think that people will not recognize it as being evil. It's nuts.
Rot that everyone who has a different opinion than you is Hitler.
Yep.
And
exactly.
It's completely ridiculous. For the reasons I said earlier on the last comment that was about this, these people are completely brainwashed to the point where everyone who disagrees with them is Hitler. You know what? It's kind of funny. They don't even use alt-right anymore because they've completely destroyed any meaning of that word. So now they're going to the extreme. They're just calling people straight up Hitler.
What? Wait, what are you talking about, Tanashi? You guys hear me, right? Like, my microphone's okay? Someone tell Atanashi his stream just died. Reload.
Now, which is an act of desperation, if you ask me. But let's continue on. This individual says 200 comments, 800 retweets, 11,000 likes, and 1.2k bookmarks. Anyways, I hope they both get what they deserve. Smiley face. Huh. I wonder what they...
Interesting. You know, there was a group of people back in the 1930s and the 1940s. There was, if I'm remembering my history correctly, there was a group of people back in the late 1930s, early 1940s who had an issue with wrongthink and ascribing to the incorrect religion and looking differently than what they thought it should be. And that particular group kind of did something that is, from a rational person's standpoint, quite horrific and evil. And in their eyes, it was what they deserved. They got what they deserved, simply for thinking differently. God, what was that group? It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't quite. It's right there. What's that word? It's right there on the tip of my tongue. What could that be? Yeah. That's what the ones that love throwing this word around so much that it loses all meaning. They're doing that because they are the ones that are the Nazis. They are the ones that want to be like the mustachioed fucko. So they use it like that to obfuscate the fact that they ascribe to actually be what they claim the other is. Annie, silly gremlin, fuck you. You're not fooling anyone.
Meant by this. Okay, let's be honest. We know exactly what they meant by this. They hope something bad happens to these individuals in real life. But this person wants to insinuate it and protect their account because they don't want to lose it if they get reported. But, if you're going to resort to this kind of stuff, at least say it with your chest. Like, don't be a coward about it. Say it with your chest.
Oh, they have no...
Clearly
they'll
how you
never
feel.
will.
But then after that, they say blocking and muting. Deuces. Yeah. This is not an airport. You don't have to announce...
Yeah, because Banana Juju really gives a fuck that you're blocking and muting her. Like, she really gives a fuck what a stupid-ass V-tweeter says.
And muting.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Good night, Stinger,
At
man.
no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you
Yeah,
even
exactly,
close
Sphinx.
to
Reb's about
anything
to say that.
that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is
Well,
now dumber for having listened to it.
There's
I
a
award
reason
you
why
no
they
points.
announce it like this.
And may God have mercy on your soul.
The reason why they announce it like this is because they know nobody gives a fuck. So they announce this hoping that someone is going to slide into their DMs and say, "You go, queen." But they know. See, the people acting like this, they act like they're so they act like they don't care. But the fact is they do. They can pretend all they want. They can even trick themselves momentarily into thinking they really don't care. The fact is they do. They want Banana Juju to know that they're blocking and muting because they're hoping that Banana Juju actually tries to respond, or that someone will respond to them, that someone will comment on this post. Yeah, they are attention whores. No matter how much they try and pretend, oh, it doesn't matter. If it didn't matter, if this really didn't matter, they would have never made this tweet in the first place. The fact that they made the tweet in the first place shows they care a lot. They care a lot. And your Twitter posts speak much louder than what you act. The fact that you're posting on Twitter alone speaks much more loudly than anything you said in this post.
Yeah, this is not an airport. You don't have to announce your departure. Anyone who does this, who openly says, "I'm blocking and muting you," while responding to the person they're saying that to, this person just wants attention, and attention they shall receive. But some people are a little more direct in their threats. This individual said this: "I'm going to be sick. I saw another tuber refer to the villainous rat king as Asmon Daddy. There's no way. There's no effing way. I refuse. This is some intense high-level troll. This can't be real. All of the people involved in this post need to be tortured and game-ended."
FBI, open up!
FBI? This is a threat. This is a threat. This is literally a threat. Are we not going after people that threaten torture and killing anymore? He did. Dragon, he did. Asmon actually did do a big ol' room cleaning thing when he was banned off Twitch for 2 weeks. Yeah, people like this. Hopefully this got reported. This person should be booted off the platform. This person should have their account nuked. If you're gonna say that anybody involved in this post needs to be tortured and deleted, nuke their account. They have lost the privilege of being able to post on Twitter. Point blank. No, Captain Ari, they probably shortened it like this to meet the character requirements. That's I'm not going to say that this was a spelling error. I'm thinking this is deliberate so it would fit the character requirements. That's all. But she should not have an account anymore. She absolutely should not. You can call yourself a nameless fag all you want. That's her. That is literally her, what she chose for her name. A nameless fag. Do you post this? Goodbye account. Nuke it. Get it off the platform. Zeb, I can't say it too much because then if I say it too often, it loses its intensity, doesn't it? If I would, well, this person also would be applicable to the go fuck yourself with a bad dragon wrapped in concertina wire soaked in ghost pepper hot sauce. But if I say that every fucking time, it loses its impact. You know, kind of like I've been talking about, where words can lose their meaning if you overuse them. I kind of save that one. You know, I try not to use it too much.
Yes, all over VTuber hair. People should now be tortured and game ended. Very nice.
Let's Zeb, I already said the account should be nuked.
Straight to the point now.
And I did the FBI joke.
It's always the whites. Yes, never enter a racism competition.
So, this person's racist. Cool. Thank you, Birth the Moon. Thank you for identifying that you are a racist cunt. Appreciate it. Now we know, now you've told the entire internet that you are a racist cunt. Thank you for being so open about it.
When your opponent is an anti-racist, because they say the most out-of-pocket stuff. We'll see more examples of that right here. This VTuber saying, you know you're in the wrong when...
But Zeb, I did not say they should be deleted. And who knows, maybe some people might, get off on it. I don't know what people's personal kinks are. I'm not questioning it. Some people might get off on that. Some people, enjoy pain.
Asmongold agrees with you. Let's be so for real. As you can see, no actual counter-argument, no substance to anything they're saying. And of course, you can see some of these comments this person's saying, this VTuber, and the people agreeing with them are so weird, bro. My God. And then they reply saying, non-black people telling her it's okay is the funniest part. Like, who gave you permission to speak for them?
Hey, Kaio, not to be confused with our own Kaibo. Hey, Kaio, I got a question for you. Who the fuck gave you permission to speak for black people? Or Asian people? Not that you care about Asian people because they're white adjacent these days. Who the fuck gave you permission to speak on behalf of black people? Or brown people? Yeah, or any other non-white ethnicity because you long to speak on behalf of any non-black person on the face of the planet and say, this is what is best for you. I know because I am a white knight. And and by that token, I am fully within my rights to remove your agency to determine what you think is right and wrong. And you must listen to me because I know what's, I have overriding authority to speak on your behalf just because I exist. Fuck you. Just shut the fuck up.
Which is funny because I believe this individual claims they're Vietnamese. So they're shaming
for
non-black people for having a
there we go.
opinion on this matter. but then they're doing the same exact thing to condemn what's going on here. Very interesting, but it's really not that deep when you really get down to it. You got a dollar store Uki Violetta here.
There we go.
Can't be racist towards white people, but of course, someone like you wouldn't know that.
Of course. So they're also racist. So this person is also racist. Cool. You know what? It's so wonderful these days that the racists are just letting their racist flag fly, and you know who to avoid out of the gate because they are just waving that racist flag with pride these days. So good. We know that Kyle here is a racist. Not that I can't already figure that out, but thank you for confirming it.
Of course, this is how they feel. I guess we disagree here. I think judging people and treating them poorly based on the color of their skin is bad, and we shouldn't make exceptions for that. But this VTuber disagrees and wants to justify racism towards a group of people they don't like. And you can see their attitude in general.
Grey Wolf.
I mean, searching up white on these accounts is just filled with the most toxic posts you'll ever see. This is in response to another VTuber saying, coming from a whole-ass white bitch, by the way. Again, the anti-racists are never beating the allegations. But let's move on here. Here's another one saying, I think I would genuinely game end myself if Asmongold was the one telling people I was in the right. Again,
Really? You're going to call yourself Dirt Eater and say this. I don't even need to say anything. Your fucking Twitter handle did the job for me. You gotta love that. When people are so fucking insane, their Twitter handle makes their own argument for me.
A very weak-minded individual, if you're going to harm yourself because someone you don't like shares some sort of an opinion with you. And again, you look at the bios, 30-year-old, they, them.
God damn it, she's Canadian. God damn it, she's in New Brunswick and she's Canadian. Oh, boy. And by the way, look at this. Raven, hush. Not all Canadians are like this. Look at this. Drug positivity. Wait, drug positivity minors. What? No, not just drug positivity. Drug positivity minors. No, Kaibo, I am not in New Brunswick, but I recognize the NB as New Brunswick. I need to know, as much as it's going to hurt my brain, what the fuck does drug positivity minors mean? I kind of have to know about what the fuck this is. Because on its face, this scares the shit out of me. This scares the absolute shit out of me of this tag right here. Like, is it I don't know if it's PDF legalizing, legalizing drugs or saying that it's okay for minors to be in possession of drugs? Or is this some kind of trans thing saying like, yeah, I'm good with, 5-year-olds getting puberty blockers or something? Like, I don't fucking know. And it's fucking scary. Like, this is goddamn scary. Is it? Okay, I thought that it might have been like, okay, yeah, let's give underage children, like puberty blockers or something. That's kind of what I'm guessing what this is. It's still fucking scary. Well, no, you're reading left to right. the line doesn't separate until the minors thing. So it's drug positivity minors. And then God only knows what straight edge's DNI is. I don't know. This person is... Yeah, separate lines, but that could just be that could be the format. They probably, I'm guessing, maybe minors didn't fit on this line and it had to drop down. Maybe. I don't know. I like... Okay, so let's say this is a totally separate line. So drug positivity, so she's all for inebriating substances. So she's good for illegal drugs. So this person is all in on illegal drugs. Great, you're a criminal. What is the minor straight edges DNI? So now we classify you as a PDF. So you're advertising your PDF. Fucking genius. Fucking genius. Well, what the fuck is straight edges DNI? What is that? I don't even know what straight edges DNI is. Straight edges DNI equals normies go away? I don't, oh god, my head hurts. Okay, I'm moving on. I'm moving on because this is hurting my brain.
Drug positivity, straight edges do not interact. This is the supposed norm.
The DNI is do not interact. So she's saying minors and whatever the fuck straight edges are do not interact. I did not know that DNI was do not interact. Okay.
Normal person, right? Like, it's insane, dude. Moving on, here's a similar comment saying, if that nasty F agrees with you, then you should really take a look at yourself. Like, damn. I am sure this user...
Look at the bio. Look at the bio. Cat, knife, Palestinian flag. Cool. You don't have a brain. Thank you for sharing.
Okay, I'm sure there is someone out there, there's some opinion out there that you and Asmongold agree on. This is the dumbest argument to ever make. I'm sure there's things that both of you agree on. So you're just trying to
bring
do this
asylums
to
back again, for the love of God.
It's just a very desperate attempt here. Here's another one saying, if blank ever agreed with a take I made, I would rethink that opinion. We're going to the Voldemort
Hey, cool. So
treatment.
you have no
Okay, they're not even
self-agency.
using names. I get the same thing all the time. Either they do something like this, or they spell Rev with some alterations to it because they think I'm gonna name search. I don't need a name search.
Okay, so it's gonna be... I was gonna say, do they think this is like the fucking Candyman, where if you say the name too many times, they're gonna come through the mirror or the TV and end you or something? Are you that scared to say someone's name? That's... Make asylums great again. Please.
Search typically when there's trash opinions.
They bring asylums back.
Find their way
we
to
miss you.
And you're going to find it that way. I don't have to look up anything, so this is kind of a waste of time, and it just makes you...
Actually, wait a minute. No. No, it's not. It's not the right time for that invocation. No, I need to save this invocation for a correct time.
Look crazy, because you're afraid of speaking someone's name on the internet. But here's another individual saying, you know what? I take it back. F you.
Take what back?
16 years old, he, they. I think you should be less concerned about the hairstyle choice of a VTuber and more concerned about doing your math homework. Like, this is ridiculous, dude. You can see the quality of the kind of user that is up in arms over what
Well,
Juju
Alex, that's what I'm saving.
Posted. Here's another individual saying, I was going to give her the benefit of the doubt, but not anymore. F off.
What the fuck?
To the pits with thee.
Oh.
We just asked, who are these people? They're basically considering themselves the arbiter of whether or not
they're
this
terminally
VTuber is allowed
online
to do anything in the community, or if their behavior is acceptable, or if they're allowed the benefit of the doubt. Who are these people, honestly? Then you have this individual saying, and there it is, the alt-right grift begins. This is literally how
You don't even know what
radicalization
alt-right
slowly
means, you
happens.
stupid
Y'all
fuck.
get too afraid to actually step back and look inwards under scrutiny and take faux validity from whoever blindly defends you. You know, people
Hot
like
meat
this,
kettle.
it's just like what Asmongold said in that clip. It's almost impossible to argue with people because they're so diluted. They have such an extreme and insane worldview, so detached from reality, and they've been fear-mongered.
Well, that and they desperately cling to their little bubble. You can't argue with them because they literally do the toddler fingers in the air is la 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 la, I can't hear you, la 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 la. That is what they do. They literally work off of 3-year-old logic. If you were to try and argue, that's why it's pointless to do so. It is pointless to argue with people like these because they literally have the mentality of a fucking 3-year-old, which means they are worthless to society.
So deeply that there's just no arguing with a person like this. I mean, nobody sane is saying stuff like this because someone defended a person getting harassed over their VTuber's hairstyle choice. Here's another one saying, mind you, in the past few months, he has been online fighting to get AC Shadows canceled because of Black Samurai, because it's disrespectful to Japanese culture. Here's something interesting. The amount of gaslighting in just a few lines.
Rev may say this here. It wasn't Asmongold that said it was disrespectful to Japanese culture. It was the actual fucking country of Japan. The Japanese fucking government that said it was disrespectful. Yeah, the PM actually, I think it was the PM. I think that was his title. Actually went in front of their I forget what their I forget the term for their, Congress or their, their parliament, their council. I forget what it's classified as. Actually went before them to talk about how disrespectful Ubisoft was with this game. So, Kazam, fuck you, you uneducated dick. The entire island of Japan and its neighboring island tributaries that are a part of the entire country have all flat out said Assassin's Creed Shadows is disrespectful to Japanese culture. Fuck you, you uneducated dick.
Lines of text here is pretty insane. Asmongold was never trying to get AC Shadows canceled. He was not mad because there was a Black Samurai. That is completely missing the point and trying to goalpost shift. People are mad about Yasuke as a choice of the protagonist because he wasn't a samurai. They had to literally rewrite history in order to make him fit in this game, a game that they claimed was historically accurate. That's how they sold the game. And in order to make him a samurai...
Yeah, Alex, that's why I referenced it poorly. I was referring to mainland Japan and its additional tributary islands. I characterized it poorly, but I was referring to Japan, all of the islands of Japan as a whole.
They had to trust one source, and that was a 400-page fan fiction written by a white dude who claimed with no evidence that Yasuke was a samurai, who vandalized the Wikipedia page of Yasuke to change it from a retainer to a samurai while using his own fan fiction as the source of those claims. That's why people were offended. Not to mention the infinite other disrespectful elements of that game that are
the main
Japanese
island,
culture
Kaibo.
and history, but this is a insane misrepresentation of everything going on with AC Shadows and is completely irrelevant and shows these people don't even know why they're mad at Asmongold, or really anyone they're mad at. Many such cases, by the way.
These people hit the genetic lottery because they were 1 percentage point off in their DNA from being a dolphin. But somehow the DNA found a way to add in that 1 percentage point and they actually became human. Oh, look at this right
So then
here.
this individual says, this post has the same energy as Trump saying, very cool, thank you, Kanye. Okay, this one's somewhat funny. I'll give him that. But this is funny, too. It's a funny point because right now on Twitter, like literally today, Kanye West is literally posting photos of himself with a swastika chain on his chest and other Nazi memorabilia. And I haven't heard one of these people talk about that. They have more energy for a VTuber's hairstyle choice than some.
Why? The answer is very simple. If they go after Kanye for wearing and promoting a swastika emblazoned t-shirt, they've lost every fucking argument. Oh yeah, you haven't heard about that, Neural? He's been doing this for a little while now. He is I think he's making it part of his clothing line. I think. I could be wrong. Yeah, he has a white t-shirt with a giant black swastika emblazoned on the chest that he's been promoting lately. And yes, it was originally a Buddhist symbol. You are correct, Leo. It did originate in the Buddhist religion. But the Nazis took it, literally flipped it. That's the key thing. The Nazis, I believe, literally inverted the symbol for their own. So if I'm remembering correctly, the swastika symbol in Buddhist culture, the tines are reversed. And it is not at an angle. Correct, Wolfie. Yeah, it's rotated 45 degrees. So in Buddhist culture, the tines are facing the opposite direction, and it is straight vertical, not canted at a 45-degree angle. But what Kanye is emblazing on his fucking chest is an actual Nazi swastika. But you don't hear black people calling him out on that. Or at least these people in this circle. Why? Because if they do that, they'll be forced to admit that half of their arguments are bullshit. Because God forbid they call out a black person. Oh, he said 100% more people should be calling out. 100%. But if people like this, or all of the other people we've been seeing in these Twitter threads called them out, their own kind would eat them. That's the thing. With these extreme, woke people, basically, with these extreme people, they will eagerly eat one another at the drop of the hat. So the second one of them criticizes Kanye because Kanye's black, they will instantly jump on them and say, you're doing it because he's black. And they'll, even if they are vehement defenders of all things DEI, the minute one of them goes against the creed of DEI and actually criticizes a black man, they will devour them in a heartbeat. That's the thing with these DEI people. They will eat themselves with the bare minimal provocation. Bare minimal. And, Demetria, thank you for the follow.
Something like that they claim to hate so much. It's just very hypocritical, and I think that's something to observe here. But this is a good quote to end this video on. It says, girl gets shit on by racist gatekeeping a hairstyle, gets defended by Asmon. Girl sides with Asmon. Oh my god, she's racist for endorsing Asmon. What did you expect after attacking her like that? And again, if you don't like people like Asmon...
Super duper? Based. Super duper, you are based. As is your name. Your name is Super duper.
Gold, you're pretty much leaving them looking for the support of people like him. You attack this person, you call them a racist, you say they're culturally appropriating the hairstyle, you threaten them, you harass them, you do all these horrible things, and then someone who's a very large content creator shows some defense for them. Of course they're going to appreciate it. Like,
Yeah.
what do you mean? You are literally, if you're trying to get people away from those evil people like Asmongold, you should stop being so mean to them in the first place over complete nothing burgers in an attempt to virtue signal at people on Twitter
Yes,
for
Lord
clout
God.
points. That's all it is at the end
Exactly.
of the day. But that's going to do it for this video. I will put a link to their Twitter account in the description. Go give them a follow if you want to check out their content. I like seeing these things turn around where you have someone who's the subject of a cancellation campaign getting a lot of support instead. It drives the people involved in this absolutely insane, and that makes it all worth it in my eyes, and hopefully they can take advantage of the spotlight and make some good content, because that's what it's all about at the end of the day, right? But like I said, that's going to do it for this video. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
Okay, so I raged like fucking crazy on that. What? There is a reason. Hang on. Because this is having longer reaching consequences. Okay? This is having longer reaching consequences.
Banana Juju is pretty funny and cute. I recommend checking out her content.
I bet she is, Seb. 100% I bet she is. But chat, this is why I wanted to talk about this, because I saw this on Twitter. When I was just like checking notifications on Twitter, I saw this on Twitter. And this is why I'm concerned. Because I saw this, okay? This is a VTuber that posted, Captain Maeve Urio, who said, I don't know if my model's going to be considered controversial too. I'm white, and I also have a dreadlock and braids. With everything going on right now, it's honestly got me scared and overthinking, like, is this too controversial? Really love the dreads, though. This is why I wanted to watch this video, because this is starting to reach beyond Banana Juju. And now other VTubers may be second-guessing their modes. No, they shouldn't care. You are 100% right, Atarashi, and I told her this. I posted a reply. I'm not gonna show it to you because it's unnecessary. I posted something. I replied to this and said, "It doesn't matter. It is your model. It is your stream. Do not let others dictate to you what you would like your model to be." But it is reaching. We are now seeing other VTubers questioning the model that they probably paid money for. Yeah, this is why I wanted to watch this video, because people like Maeve here are now questioning, you know, should I stream with my model? I have a braid and I have a dreadlock and braids in my hair. Are people going to attack me for this? And this is someone that, this sounds like someone who just wants to stream and probably is very sweet and doesn't want to get into confrontation with anybody about the fucking hair of her model. Now me, someone wants to come at me, fucking bring it. Fucking bring it. I welcome someone trying to come at me for the look of my model. I do not fucking care if someone wants to come at me because of my model. Fucking bring it. I am all here for it. It'll be my afternoon entertainment. But for someone like this, who is very sweet and doesn't wish to get into, doesn't want to start controversy, they just want to have a fun stream with her community, they're now second guessing themselves. And this is this is the wider reach of something like what's happening with Banana. And it's like we saw this before with the other VTuber, I forget her name, the VTuber who had the slider for her skin tone on her model. They did the same fucking thing. They went after her. That didn't catch as much traction, but people went after her because she had a slider for the skin tone of her model that she showed on stream. And they, of course, went after her saying that she was racist. That didn't catch much traction, but this one is. And it's affecting other VTubers that, for whatever reason, don't feel confident enough to stand up to the bullies. And that's why I wanted to talk about this, because this is not only affecting Banana, it's affecting others. And, you know, this is going to go on YouTube, of course, and I want people to be aware of it. That people are out there fucking with other VTubers simply over hairstyles because they are fucking brain rotted, they have no life, and this is the only way they can find any kind of meaning in their pathetic, useless existence on this floating rock in space. And they should be called out for it every fucking time.